Hey everyone! I had some technical issues with my phone this morning, and so I am doing this on my laptop, which I've never ever done before. I always do it on my phone. So, if you are watching, if you could let me know that you can see this, that you can hear this, and I actually don't know where I would see any of your comments, but I'm hoping that you're watching and you can hear me. So, welcome. This is Lisa Espinosa. Today is Priestess Novena Day 7. Yes. Oh my gosh, we have 2 more days. So, if you have been going through this journey with me, thank you so much. It takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of commitment to do that. And if you're just joining me for the first time, well, awesome that your soul led you here. And please know the 9 day journeys are recorded. So you can go back and do them again. If you only did 2 or 3 of them, you can go back and do the rest of them. It's really up to you. I'm still a little distracted because I want to make sure that this people are being able to see this. But yes, okay, great, perfect. Thank you, Jill. Okay, good. So I had said yesterday that today was Rumi's birthday, and Rumi was a great Sufi poet, so devoted to the divine. And so I pulled a card for us. And actually, let me share first. I'm a little um, not disorganized, but it's throwing me off a little bit to do this on my laptop. But the reason Mother Mary is on that side and Isis is I'm preparing. I do have a Sophia circle today later on, so I was setting up the altar for that. So that's why they're here, because today we're going over the Isis chapter in the Sophia circle. And so the card I pulled for the novena, for those of you who are watching live or watching the recording, is Arise. Look at this beautiful artwork, Arise. See? And so this is also from Alana Fairchild. And this is, there's so much, but I'm just going to read this little section. It says, enough now. You are liberated through the hope in your heart, the defiant optimism that buoys your spirit and demands that you shall have your dawn. You shall rise like the sun and begin anew now. Step up. It is your time. So I love that, right? This card of Arise is saying, enough, enough, that's it, enough. And whatever has in the past blocked you, or whatever beliefs, whatever programming, whatever wounds from teenagehood that you have still been carrying, enough. Right? We've been doing the inner work. You've been doing the inner work, I know, way longer than these 9 days. Right? There's so much that you've done, so many initiations you've gotten through, so much inner work, all the tools that you've used. So this message of arise, right? Arise, beautiful priestess, medicine woman, medicine man, wisdom keeper. It's time for you to shine your light. It's time for you to be that beacon of light, to be bold, as yesterday we were being reminded, right? Those bold, creative choices. And do not forget that one of the boldest choices to make is the one of self love and self acceptance. It's actually not very bold to criticize yourself. That's very been there, done that. Like, literally, that's not radical. It is very bold to really have your back. And that's what this journey has been about as we step into embodying divine leadership by healing your inner teen. What does that mean? It means that you are your good mother and father, your own mother and father. You are your sacred parent, right? And this isn't about being entitled or narcissistic. That's a disease, that's an illness. We're talking about spiritual maturity, stepping into spiritual maturity and being our own parent. That is one of the most revolutionary, courageous paths, journeys that you can take. It isn't for the faint of heart, it isn't indulgent, it is a bold choice. And when you do that, that is when you're What happens when you do that? When you commit to this inner journey? First of all, your soul knows, okay, she's committed to this. She can handle more responsibility. She can handle, or he, if you're watching this, can handle the platform, right? The greater platform that your soul wants for you, right? So, what does that mean? I know in one of the novenas we had the whole like spotlight and all of that. So, this is like you're on this platform. Why do people get on a platform? Like literally, you're on a platform so more people can see you, right? If you go to a concert or you go to somewhere where people are going to be speaking, they try to bring into a higher level so you can see them. So this is the divine platform. As we are here on day 7, that is coming through very clearly of, okay, you've been on a certain platform, and now doing this inner work, committing to your path as a divine leader, embodied sacred leadership, you are saying, okay, yes, I'm ready to go to the next platform. This isn't about ego. This isn't, that's why we do the inner work, right? It is when you do this inner work, this sacred work of loving your teenager, of bearing sacred witness to her, to him, to they, you're in essence assuring that you are in integrity. That when you catch yourself being in judgment, whether it's of yourself or others, and we all do that, right? That isn't special to you, just so you know that. And I say that with great love, meaning that, when we just shame ourselves or beat ourselves up for having judgment on others or feeling like we're this really bad person because we're in judgment, it doesn't help anything, first of all. And also, we forget that in the human journey, everyone has that. Now, I'm not suggesting, and Kuan Yin really came forward yesterday with this message, that we give in to that or that we're just like, oh, well, I'm judging. That's just how humans are. No, it's that we recognize it. We have compassion for the one within us that is judging, because we know that judgment comes from pain and from hurt. So if there's someone in your life that you're judging, whether it's someone close to you or just people in the general public, maybe there's a specific cause that brings up a lot of judgment for you that feels even deserved. It's we first of all, as being the good parent to yourself that you are, you recognize, okay, well, that's coming from a place of hurt within me. The part of me that's judging is not my soul, but that's not a bad part. That part is hurting. So I'm committing to doing that inner work to connect with that part of me that is in judgment. And in the moment, we always, always can say the prayer, beautiful soul, beautiful divine, transmute this judgment into compassion. And that's all. In that moment, that is a radical act. And all of that, we're strengthening, right? We're strengthening those muscles, the muscle of compassion, the muscle of having the it's like the discipline, the practice. We're creating the habit of like, oh, I'm noticing, whether it's judgment or whatever it is, this fuel, this quality that doesn't serve me, that's actually blocking grace from flowing through me. I'm not going to add more judgment and beat myself up for it. I'm also not going to pretend it's not there. I'm going to notice it. I'm going to send compassion. I'm going to say that prayer. Right? Like you have that practice. That's the only difference between, when we talk about being ahead of the journey, is not that they're ahead in the journey, is not that we're better than others. It's just that those of us who commit to practicing this all day long, every day, especially when it feels annoying or bad or boring, or, it's easy to practice these things when we feel, oh, our heart is open and we're feeling joy and we're feeling this love for humanity. And, it's easy to do those practices then. it's much harder to do them when we're going through an initiation, when we're just not feeling good. And but that, when we still practice it during those times, that's what really builds the muscle. That's what really helps us to embody divine leadership. And so let me just kind of tune in a little bit here and see. So let's take some cleansing breaths together. Today on day 7, right? Day 7 is all about miracles, miracles, miracles. So just breathe in. I know I've gotten several messages from several of you just sharing some of the insights you've had through this novena, some of the healing that's come up, some of the emotion that's come up. So I just really want to honor you, honor all of us for taking this courageous journey. And on day 7, I'm just feeling coming forth an activation of receptivity, receiving miracles, which, okay, makes sense because our overlighting mentor for today was Hathor, who of course is so connected to Isis. And it says, receptivity, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Right? So, this activation to help increase your ability to receive all of the miracles that are here for you. And what are miracles? You know, our ego has some weird understanding of miracles. You know, miracles are really a shift in perception, but a shift in perception meaning a shift to true vision. So a miracle is any time that something that seems bad or painful or wrong or unfair or any of those, that in that miracle moment we're able to transmute it into the love that it really is. Now miracles can be wrapped up in all sorts of ways. It could be a miraculous healing, it could be, you know, a miraculous shift in thinking. Like I know for me, you know, the miracle of being more loving to myself, when in the past, gosh, like I can remember times in my life where I was so, I don't even know what the correct word is. I was so in pain about myself. Just there was, especially during my teenage years, there were moments, years where there was this, I don't know that it was self-hatred, but there was this something along those lines, right? And it felt all encompassing. And I remember that very clearly. So even though I'm in a different place, I remember it very clearly. I can tap into that, not because I feel it still, but just because I think it's an important part of my medicine to have experienced that, so that I could have so much compassion, first of all, for myself, but compassion for that, for when that happens, when others are experiencing that. And so the miracle that is so shifted for me, that's a miracle, and that miracle creates more miracles in my life. So the invitation for today that I'm hearing is for you to be open to receive whatever miracles will serve you the most. So you might have an idea, okay, this is the miracle I needed, this is the one that's going to help me. But your soul actually knows, actually, this is the miracle that's going to help you the most. So we're going to have that humility, right? That divine surrender today, to ask for whatever miracles will serve us the most, will serve your divine leadership, will serve humanity. There is a great relief in surrendering that to the divine. Because when we're just left to our own devices, we could sit and overthink that forever, right? Oh, give me a week to think about what miracles I need. Let me analyze and reflect. And where we can just be like, okay, divine, okay, beautiful soul, I trust you, I love you, I know you love me unconditionally, I know you can see things I can't even see. So I am surrendering that to you. Whatever miracles will bless me the most, will bless me to bless others the most, I'm open to receiving those. So that's my invitation to you to really with Rumi's card of arise, we know that whatever those miracles are going to help you step into that rising up, that platform that we started talking about in the beginning, and that it's not going to be the miracle always blesses not just you. A true miracle blesses everyone because miracles are the pathway to this next golden age here on planet Earth. It's not a solitary journey. It's not a solitary, like, okay, these miracles are mine just for me. Then if that comes up, we know, okay, we're not in the miracle space anymore. That's something different. So let's go ahead and step into our meditative space, taking some nice cleansing breaths. I'm gonna see if there's, okay, I'm just seeing if there's any, oh, the video keeps freezing. Sorry about that, everyone. Yeah, so Deborah's saying teenagers often get shut down for daring to be bold. I find that has been a theme for me, needing to clear that so I can step into leadership now. Yes. Miraculous healing of your hurt part. Yes, a true miracle blesses everyone. Thank you. Yes. Yes, thank you for sharing that. And yes, right, our teenager, it's like our inner teenagers do get shut down so much. Even like now, right? There's so much uh there's so much kind of like teenagers, right, kind of rolling our eyes, or there can be. And so it's so interesting that, Deborah, that you brought up just like that whole, whatever, I'm just getting that message of whatever miracle is here for you and everybody else, of whatever wound or burden you're healing from teenagehood, whatever it is, whether it's something like what Deborah shared or whether it's something